Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Lauren, and on my channel we mostly talk about anything luxury, but we also discuss lifestyle and beauty. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please consider subscribing to my channel, and we'll get started with the video. So in today's video, I'm going to be presenting you a thorough review and comparison of the VCA 10 motif vintage Alhambra necklace versus the VCA 20 motif vintage Alhambra necklace. We'll be discussing pricing, pros and cons, versatility, wearability. So if you're curious to see what my thoughts are on both of these necklaces, then please keep on watching. So really quickly before we start this video, I wanted to leave a short disclaimer and let you know that this VCA 20 motif vintage Alhambra necklace is actually not my necklace, but rather is a necklace that has been very kindly gifted to me by a fake factory. I have collaborated with them many times in the past on real versus fake videos, and I've always been very pleased with the quality of their items. Here, once again, it is spot on. I mean, the mother of pearl, I cannot see a single difference, honestly, with the one that I am wearing with my 10 motif vintage Alhambra necklace. The one that I'm wearing is real and authentic. I bought it in the boutique, and honestly, it looks so good. I would highly recommend this necklace. They also carry different necklaces, different pieces of jewelry. The fake factory also has bags, shoes, different accessories. So if you are interested in purchasing this particular necklace or really anything else from the fake factory, then I will go ahead and leave all of the relevant information in the description box of the video down below for you, along with the coupon code. So our first point of comparison is going to be pricing. For the VCA 10 motif vintage Alhambra necklace, the one that I'm wearing is in mother of pearl and white gold, and this necklace currently retails for $9,450 plus tax. Whereas for the VCA 20 motif vintage Alhambra necklace, also in white gold with the mother of pearl, this one currently retails for $25,100 plus tax, which obviously is a massive difference. With this one, it's literally more than double the price of that necklace. Or it can also be a lot less if you do order it from the fake factory, which honestly I would recommend. $25,100 plus tax for a necklace is insane. It is an absurd amount of money for just a necklace. It is not a watch, it doesn't have complications or anything like that, so that obviously is a big con about this necklace, or you buy it from the fake factory. So first, let's get started with the pros of the VCA 20 motifs vintage Alhambra necklace. The first really good thing that I can tell you about this necklace is that it can be worn several ways. Many different ways, but I would say there's three main ones. The first one is this simple. It's worn as a long necklace. This is a very different look than what you have seen on me for the past like 2 or so years of me wearing the 10 motifs. The 10 motifs only stays in that one place, and then that's about it. And you can't really change the way that you wear the necklace. So this one can be worn as a long necklace, which is nice. It dresses up a lot of monochromatic outfits that you may have. So right now, for example, I'm wearing like a simple black top. There's nothing, you know, like amazing about the top, but the necklace really dresses it up. So that's the first thing. The next way of wearing this particular necklace would be to double wrap it. That means turning it twice over your head, and so you end up with something like this. What's nice about it is that it obviously draws a lot of attention to your neck. This is a big necklace then, because it's double wrapped. It's like, it looks like a stack of necklaces, but you only have one necklace in actuality. And then what's also nice is you can kind of like play around with how far you want to have your necklace down. So right now it's sitting right here, but I could have something that's a little bit tighter around my neck. So if I pull right here, then it's tighter around my neck and then longer here. Or I could also play around and have something that's like kind of like together, if that makes sense. So something that looks like this. So it's nice because you can really adjust your necklace to your liking. And the third and last way to wear this particular necklace, which is probably my favorite because it definitely is the most inventive, is to tie it kind of like halfway. So you put the closure system like around halfway of the necklace, and it won't move simply because of the clovers. So this is very safely secured and attached, and I love the look of it. I feel like it looks very, very different. So you have kind of this like drop in the front, which looks really nice. For example, say you're wearing something, you know, a little revealing, a little like décolleté, then this looks really nice. And alternatively, you can also have this in the back. So I would twist and wait, something like this. So if you're wearing like a backless dress, for example, something, you know, a little sexy, a little cute, then you could do something like that, where you would have this in the front as like a regular necklace, almost something that looks like a 10 motif. And then in the back, then it looks very different. I hope it shows well, because obviously this is very DIY, but this would look something like this. And I love it because you can really change the ways that you wear this necklace. There are so many different ways to do it, so many different alternatives, different lengths, different ways to wear the necklace. So for me, it's extremely versatile. The next pro that I have to say about this necklace is that it highlights a different area of your body depending on your features. And what I mean by that is, I'll give you an example. So my mom has tried on a couple of times my 10 motif necklace, and the 10 motif necklace can only be worn around your neck, like right around your neck. And my mom has kind of like a shorter, much shorter and kind of like thicker neck. And so it highlights a part of her body that's not super duper attractive. So it's just in general not flattering. What I like about this necklace is that since it can be worn so many different ways, you're sure to find an area of your body that you want to put forward, that you want to, you know, for people to look at. So for her, if, you know, like her, you don't have a flattering neck, then you would wear the necklace as like either the long necklace, or like I have right now with, you know, the kind of like halfway situation, so that you're sure that it doesn't highlight something about you that you don't feel very flattering. So for me, this is an amazing pro about this necklace as well. The next good thing about this particular necklace is that it is incredibly elegant. This instantly elevates your look, and especially like this when paired with something very simple. I tend to wear a lot of plain clothes, a lot of solid colors, a lot of neutral colors, in general, a lot of black. If you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, you probably know that I wear black more than anything else, more than any other color. But even for somebody like me who loves black, it tends to be plain, and sometimes you want to add something extra to your outfit, and that's when this necklace really comes into place. I feel like it instantly adds like a pop of like sparkle to a monochromatic outfit. I also tend to wear black pretty much like everywhere. Then I have like a black top, black pants, black boots, and it's very like black on black, and this then adds this like sparkle to your outfit. So I absolutely love this necklace for this reason. Next and last in the pro section is that this necklace can be paired with either different VCA pieces. It can be stacked with different VCA pieces, or it can be stacked with different pieces final. I feel like, especially like this as a lariat, there's a lot of leeway for you to wear something else. For example, I could add my 10 motif necklace here so that it would sit right along the edge of my neck. Then I would have this and then the chain down. If I was wearing something like a décolleté, that would look so nice. So it's very versatile, and it's very easy to pair with either other VCA pieces and get stacked, or just other jewelry pieces in general. Moving on to the cons now, and I honestly don't have a lot to tell you about this necklace in terms of a con. The only thing that I can think of for a con would be the price. $25,100 is extremely expensive. It is well above what I would personally be willing to pay for a necklace. I already, you know, paid the $9,450 for the 10 motif, and that was a lot of money. I had to think about it for a long time. I think for me, it doesn't really make sense. Like I said, I understand that for a watch, and you know, I've just bought like, you know, the Marpillier watch. It was obviously above the $25,000 mark, but it's a watch, it has complications, it's something that you'll have for the rest of your life. It's something absolutely timeless that can be sold easily for premium, mind you. Whereas this one, I'm not really sure that you can sell it for premium, if that makes sense. So the price for me is the biggest con, and I think the one way to avoid this biggest con is to get it from the fake factory. Next, let's move on to the VCA's 10 motif vintage Alhambra necklace, which once again is my necklace. In terms of pros for this necklace, we obviously have the price. The price is more than half of the price of the other one. So it's not that it's particularly cheap on its own, but it's just better compared to the 20 motif one. Like I said before, the price of the 20 motif one for me right now in my financial situation would be difficult to stomach, would be difficult to justify rather. So for me, that definitely is a pro about the 10 motif. The next thing that I can tell you in terms of pros for the 10 motif necklace is that it is easier to style, especially in terms of steps. I feel like for the 20 motif necklace, it takes different steps, multiple steps to style the necklace, whereas here you don't think about it. It's kind of like a, you know, one and done kind of movement. And so if you're in a hurry or in a rush, you know, in the morning and you put on this necklace, it's simply just easier to put on, and it's something that you don't really think about and that goes faster than putting on the 20 motif necklace. So that was already it for the pros. In terms of the cons, I can tell you that there's a lot less adjustable options, adjustable styling options than there are for the 20 motif necklace. I mean, the 20 motif necklace had 3 major ways to wear it, but honestly, the possibilities are more or less endless. So it's really nice. It's something that I really appreciate about the necklace. Here for the 10 motif, you kind of like wear it like this, that's it, point blank. I can't really think of another styling option without adding something. Sure, you can like, you know, style it adding like a bracelet. So for example, I have this bracelet, I could add it. And so that would be like 15 motifs. So that would give me a little bit more of like breathing room to style it differently, but without adding something else, there's just like the one and only way to wear it. So it's kind of like, you know, not super versatile. And then the next thing is that this particular necklace, in terms of con, can tend to look short on some necks. So like I said before at the beginning of the video, my mom has like a very thick neck. And so for her, when she tries on a necklace, she's able to put it on, but it does not look good at all. It really looks like it's super tight, like it's almost going to cut her throat off. And sure, you can add some links. It is a complimentary service from VCA within like 1 year of your purchase. Right now already we've exceeded the 1 year, but this is my necklace, so I wouldn't necessarily add the links because for me it looks nice. It looks nice like this, but for her it doesn't. So it's not something that we can share, for example, if you see what I mean. It's not like a necklace that we can split, or, you know, we can kind of like, that goes back and forth in between us. And also in general, even though you can add some links, if you have a thicker and kind of shorter neck, it's not something that you want around your neck, even though it might be your size, simply because it's not, you know, drawing attention to a flattering part of your body, if that makes sense. I think that we've already mentioned that before. So I feel like for me, the lack of versatility, and then in general, the fact that it kind of like draws attention potentially to a part of your body that is not the best, and is something, you know, that I consider as a big con for this necklace. No matter how much I love it, I feel like it is a big con. You can only wear it one simple way without adding something. And when you add something, obviously you remove something from somewhere else. So sure, I could add, like I said, the bracelet, but then I wouldn't have a bracelet anymore. So that's what I don't like about this necklace. So in conclusion, I would say that I would recommend getting the 20 motif necklace over the 10 motif necklace, simply because it is a lot more versatile. And I feel like, especially at this stage of my designer journey, I tend to prioritize things that are versatile in my collection. I reach for them much more often, and I know that if they're not versatile, I will kind of refrain from touching them for months on end. I will wear them once and then be like done with them. And I'm at the point where I really think about my purchases ahead of time, and I think about, you know, the amount of wear that I will have for each piece. And so if the piece is not versatile, it's something that for me is not really something that I can accept. That's why I would recommend the 20 motif necklace over the 10 motif necklace. Like we said in the video, the only con of this necklace is its price, and there is a way to get it for much cheaper. So please do check out the description box of my video down below. I will leave a coupon code for you. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that the video was informational and beneficial for you in case you were looking at acquiring either one of those necklaces. Do know that those are amazing options, and I don't regret my 10 motif necklace at all. Those are both amazing options. There's no right or wrong, but simply for my lifestyle, for what my needs are, I feel like the 20 motif necklace would be best suited. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.